Hello everybody and welcome back to TokyoCheapo. I'm Victor.
And I'm Yuta.
And if you like anime goods and merchandise, then this is the video for you. Today we're going to go through several neighborhoods in Tokyo where you can find several anime goods, merch, music, and more.
So, are you ready to go shopping?
Let's do it.
Let's go.
Three of the main areas we'll be visiting today are Akihabara, the quintessential anime neighborhood, Ikebukuro, known for both its popular and niche stores, and Nakano Broadway, the perfect area for vintage goods. Odaiba is also a great spot if you're looking for Gundam merch, but for more info on that, check out our dedicated Odaiba video. To travel between each of these neighborhoods, it'll take about 15 to 20 minutes by train, and once in each area, all stores will be accessible in around a 10-minute walk from the station.
Okay, so right now we are in Akihabara. Akihabara was known for its electronics and gadgets in the 80s and 90s, but in recent years, basically an anime mecca.
So Akihabara is basically where you can get into the anime oasis. There's many shops in the area, including Mandarake, where you can find a lot of vintage goods. There's also a place called Kotobukiya, where you can find a lot of really recent figures of anime and video game stuff. As well as that, there's also stores like Anime, which is a big store which recently renovated on the main street. You can also even check out places like Bic Camera, Yodobashi Camera, and also used store places like Book Off in the area, as well as Surugaya, for all your anime needs. Now please keep in mind that some of these stores do sell adult-oriented content, so if you're coming with a family, just please be aware.
For second-hand goods, one other store that's worth checking out is The Shinbun. While if you're looking to spend a couple of hours in one place, the shopping mall Radio Kaikon is the perfect spot with multiple floors of anime goods. When planning your day, just note that a lot of the stores in Akihabara don't open until late morning or even midday, and stay open until around 8 o'clock at night.
If you want to keep up with all your favorite animes while traveling in Japan, get NordVPN, this video's sponsor. NordVPN is a service where you can change your location so you can have access to exclusive content based on different countries. In Japan, sites like Crunchyroll is not accessible. So if you have a VPN, you can change your location and have access to all your favorite animes. Even when you go back home from Japan, you can watch content that is not available in your own country. The number one thing about having a VPN is the encryption and security. When you're traveling in Japan or maybe different countries, you can have access to Wi-Fi. However, they're not very secure. So using a VPN can really help you protect your information online. With NordVPN, you can connect up to 10 devices. So not only that you can keep yourself safe, but your friends and family as well. If you're interested in NordVPN, click down the link below, sign up, and get up to 69% off.
So now we're here in our second location, Ikebukuro, which is another great spot to visit aside from Akihabara or Nakano. Over here you can find the biggest anime store in Japan, the newly renovated anime building, where you can find, I think it's like 6 or 7 floors. Aside from those main stores, we also have Mandarake, Lashinban, K-Books, and a bunch of other stores where you can find a bunch of specialty goods.
I think in terms of Ikebukuro, it's always kind of underrated, but it's good for people that like underground stuff. We have a lot of niche like BL, Otome, Shoujo. If you're really into that kind of stuff, definitely come to Ikebukuro.
And aside from those stores, you can also head over to the Sunshine 60 building where they have a one-piece mega store as well as the Pokemon Center. And if you want to check out that video, you can go ahead and click on the link right up here.
For our third and final destination, we have Nakano Broadway. It's actually only a 15-minute ride, so it's pretty easy to get to from Shinjuku or Shibuya. What can you usually find in Nakano Broadway?
So Nakano Broadway is usually the place to go for a bunch of vintage goods. So if you're looking for like really old school like manga, anime goods, whether it's soundtracks, art books, or even like collectibles like toys, figurines, and more, you could definitely find it here. So make sure that when you visit, to try to set aside like a couple hours, because there's actually like 4 to 5 floors of like different shops. So the main one being Mandarake, they have it split between like 5 or 6 different specialty shops. But then you also have these other specialty shops that are all over the place. One of the things that you should know is that the hours here, the shops do vary. Generally, most of the stuff opens from what, like 12?
Usually around 12.
Yeah,
yes.
so like 12 or so. So try to come around like 1 o'clock or so. That'll be the golden time to come and explore.
All right, so that wraps up the video. We went to several places and I came out with a cute little plushie.
I came out with a saw ball.
So how would you wrap up today?
So I think we did a good job of doing an overview of the basic places where you should go to find anime goods and merch. If this is your first time visiting Tokyo, definitely hit up these spots. And if you have any suggestions of your own of places that we potentially missed, make sure to write them down in the comments below. Aside from that, we'll see you in the next video. Bye!
Bye now.